biases everywhere, they exist in how we work. But really what we need to think about as creatives, as when we're putting together work, we need to make sure that we're thinking about our teams that are coming together, and we need to think about what that impact is going to have in the greater world.
The talk about neuroscience has been really interesting. I think from my side we've always understood the bias is there, but it's always been quite hard to prove we can actually change behaviour and engage in it in a positive way to make it work through data and technology.
Advertising is a way for us to understand people, to change their behavior, to make them promote ideas or content. And because people really don't know how they decide, advertisers can help them understand better how to decide, and also really kind of navigate them in this world of many options. So advertisers want to change behavior and they want to drive a behavior. Now we can help them do it.
Transgender people have always been represented in the media, both in advertising and entertainment, as the butt of the joke. And quite frankly, the journey that we have to go on before we can come out is so painful and so difficult that it's doing a great disservice to so many people.
Hadn't spent a lot of time necessarily thinking about trans people's journeys before. Things have changed in the last couple decades, but kind of seeing the way that group has been portrayed in advertising today versus a few decades ago, and how far it's come, but also that things can probably still move on a little bit further, was incredibly eye-opening.
There's a huge unexplored potential in people with diverse minds, with neurodiversity, that isn't being tapped into. Because these are people who have breakthrough thinking, but it's a taboo, it's not understood, it's not supported, it's recruited against. And arguably, it is one of the most potent forms of diversity within marketing and advertising and in the world, and yet it's kind of subdued and squashed.
Campaign Underground has been absolutely amazing. It's just such a great range of speakers.
I talk about innovation coming from the edges, and so Campaign Underground definitionally is about exploring stuff at the edges, and there's rich pickings in terms of breakthrough thinking.
There's great experiential things to have a go at. I had a go on the sniffing thing, which was really interesting.
You smell 10 different scents that are, I guess, fragrances that you can buy on the shelf, and then meant to say the type of person that it makes you think of.
Music one was very interesting, and smell one very intriguing, certainly.